Just because a comic is on my pull list doesn't mean it's safe. Today I want to talk about how I decide what stays on my pull list and what get cut. Because if you've been collecting comics long enough, you already know this. Your pull list will get out of control if you let it. Now, first and foremost, this is not about trashing books, and it's not about saying something is bad or whatever. It's about being honest with yourself as a reader and protecting your time, your money, and your enjoyment. So if you're new to comics, this might help you enjoy reading more and avoid burnout. And if you've been collecting for years, this might feel very familiar. For me, a pull list isn't just a shopping list. It's a commitment. It's me saying I'm going to spend my money on this book every month. I'm going to make time to read it, and I'm choosing this over all the other books. And that matters. Because comics don't exist in a vacuum. There's always something new. There's always something hyped. There's another number one right around the corner. So every book on your pull list is competing for your attention, regardless you like it or not. And if you don't check in with yourself every once in a while, you'll end up buying books that you don't even want anymore. Trust me, I've been there. Let's start with something basic on how books get added to my pull list in the first place. Most of the time, it's one of few things. Number one, it could be a creator that I trust. If a writer or artist earned my trust, I'll always try at least one book they're writing or an artist on, even if the premise isn't something I normally go for. Number two, a strong first issue. Sometimes first issues just hit. The concept is clear, the art pulls you in, you finish it, and you immediately think, yeah, I'm coming back for more. Sometimes that number one just gets you. Even though I know that's going against what I said, you don't need every number one. But if it's one of your favorite artists and that number one hits, it's probably for you. Number three, recommendations. Whether that's from friends, from the shop, from the community. Recommendations are everywhere, and you always run into new recommendations, and sometimes the recommendations hit, especially if the person knows you and know what you like when it comes to comic books. And number four, and let's be honest, sometimes it's just the art. The cover grabs you, the interior art looks great, and I say, let's just see where this goes. Just the art pulls you in. That's how the pull list grows. Now let's talk about the part people don't always like to admit. Why books get dropped. And again, this doesn't mean the book is bad. The number one reason a book gets cut for me, I'm not excited to read it anymore. Look, if a new issue come out and it goes straight into the stack and I keep saying I'll get to it later, that's a sign. Another big reason, story drift. Sometimes a story or a book it starts off strong and it slowly becomes something else. As everyone been telling me, void rivals, for example. I don't know. I'll know soon when I catch up, but we'll see. The focus changes, the pacing slows down, or it just starts feeling like it's spinning its own wheels. And you don't want that for a story that you're paying money every week or to be into, or every month, I'll say. Another reason, event fatigue. And this is a big one. Tie-ins, crossovers. You need to read this book in order to understand this issue, this and this. Event fatigue really is a thing. It's probably why I've gotten away from a lot of the Marvel titles I was getting, especially some X-Men titles and stuff. I mean, I'm reading Armageddon now a little bit, but it's only because it's tied into Captain America and the Wolverine and all this like that. But if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't be reading it. Captain America I'm enjoying, but I'm X-Men out right now, and DCKO was getting there, but it was still something refreshing, so I was still sticking with it because I knew something was gonna come out of it. But it's starting to get in there. Event fatigue is a thing, and it happens. And I know because a lot of you guys tell me all the time in these comments, it's a thing. I believe you. I'm with you guys. Trust me, 100%. It just adds up, and it's both mentally and financially draining. Speaking of financially draining, let's talk about budget. Comics not cheap, and new comic book day can sneak up on you real quick. If my budget ain't right, I'm cutting books I love. Safe to say, I'm definitely cutting books that I'm only buying out of habit. Before I officially cut a book, I ask myself a few questions. First, if I skip the next issue, would I really actually miss it? Second, am I excited, or am I just completing the run? Third, if this book ended today, would I feel satisfied with what I read so far? And fourth, if it wasn't already on this pull list, would I add this title right now? Now that last one is huge, because if the answer is no, then I already have my answer. If you're new to comics, let me say this clearly. It is okay to drop a book. You're not betraying a creator and you're not failing as a fan. Your pull list should evolve as your tastes evolve. You're allowed to try things and you're allowed to change your mind. The goal isn't to own everything. The goal is to enjoy what you're reading, because burnout is real and it sneaks up on you when collecting stops being fun. At the end of the day, your pull list should serve you. Not FOMO, not habit, not hype. If a book earns its spot, it stays. If it doesn't, it's okay to let it go. So I want to ask you, what book are you on the fence about right now? Drop it in the comments below. No judgment. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, stick around. We talk comics here. I'll see you next week. Peace.